Okay, cool. Probably gonna hear a lot of keyboard noises. If that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, I don't have a better mic. Let's see if people are checking on the stream. Oh yeah, I can see myself. I wonder if I have anyone watching right now. Tuesday night. I might have like minimal narration or something. It's always hard to hear myself talking when I have the headphones on. Oh my god, I have to sign into my own chat room. Okay, hold on. I hate that you have to do this. Am I dropping frames? Let's see. Oh my god, I am. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about this. It's not too bad. I was hoping that changing the hangover would do something, and it appears it's a lot better now, but it's still not great. Anyway, that keyboard sound is the sound of me doing this program. I don't really have any other better way of recording myself right now, because I have a microphone that's pretty nice, but I don't have a stand for it, so I'd have to hold it, and I can't do that right now. Maybe I will buy a stand at some point, or a headset microphone or something. I usually don't do like audio while I'm streaming. Like when I recorded YouTube videos in the past, I just recorded the audio afterwards. Because I get like anxious when I'm doing it while I'm like recording stuff. Oh, it looks like 8 people are watching. Yeah, let me log into the chat, sorry. Facebook, God. What is the first? Not now. I'll just log in. I don't think that actually logged me in. Let's see. This is the Digital Abyss mixtape that I made. I have no idea. I mean, these things are probably still copyrighted. I'm just thinking video game music would probably be easier to play on Twitch streams than something else. This is, oh, okay, there we go. I posted on the thingy. Let's see. Yeah, there are things that I can change as so that it doesn't have like super drop frames. But I don't know, I might not mess with it right now. Yeah, usually my goal when I'm like messing with this program is to just like get like one or two things that I think are good, and then I just do it like fairly, in like small-ish doses, usually around like half an hour. And there might be a few things that I like. For the most part, like a lot of stuff, there'll be a lot of stuff that. Okay. I don't know, I suppose I could say like what buttons I use with this program. I use, this is the M button. The M key does like a lot of really bizarre things. This is the J key, it changes colors. The I key, it also changes colors and does weird, I don't know exactly how you describe this. But yeah, this is the magic key, and you can use it in combination with any of the other keys to like glitch a random square. That's a slash button. These are the arrow keys. This is up and down. And these are left and right. This is the Q, Z, N, and wait, which one is it? I don't even remember. C are control the cursor, which is really unintuitive intentionally, I guess. And then you can see the cursor with X. Let's see what else. W does something weird. This is L. This is one that a lot of people like. Color separate. It's E. And then the brush things. The one I use the most is like the darkening brush. By far, you use the most. And you can change the size with the other, the F keys. I don't have the sounds on right now just because I find them annoying after a while. Video game music. I'm not going to be able to concentrate with the stream, but it's okay, I'll get used to it. Let's see. Drop frames. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I think there is something up with my connection as far as the drop frames go. I was trying to stream Wolfenstein a while ago. I don't know if anyone here was there while I was doing that, but it didn't like work out too well, unfortunately. I can always just use the software to like record YouTube video and stuff, but it'd be cooler to be able to do Twitch streams. But yeah, I think it is my connection that was messing up, but there's like two things to choose from. I don't know, it's confusing. It's supposed to be a fast connection, or at least the fastest one that we can get in this house. A lot of people are using it, but the upload should be fast enough. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand it, but I'm definitely getting a lot less drop frames now that I switched over the thing. It's under like 5%, which is, I'd still like to be getting none, but whatever. I can always down-res this. I might actually do that since it's like pretty low res anyway. It doesn't really need to be in 720p. It's just frustrating. I don't know. Technical stuff just makes me freak out. Like, I'm not good with it. It always feels like a huge hurdle. Like, the moment that you're looking away, something else will break. Sorry you can hear me typing like really loudly, and apologize. You know, I might stream myself like making music too if I can get used to that, just because it was cool to like have an audience kind of thing while you're messing with that. Yeah, that might be fun. I don't know. I'll think about that later. It'd be great to stream doing IGF judging too, but can't really do that. Yeah, like I said before, this is the this is the Sounds from the Abyss mixtape in the background. It's like a mixtape I made of like weird game music. I can link people to it if they want it. But yeah, let us continue. This is a good like program for like zoning out and just sometimes I just, if I'm like fairly relaxed and not trying to think too hard about things, then it's usually a lot better. Because if I get stressed and I'm thinking that like nothing is happening with this program, then I just like get pissed off and I don't usually come up with anything very good, or it just looks like everything else that I've made. One of my favorite things to do is use the Y key, which is with the magic button. Let's see. And then the arrow keys too. It creates like weird lines and stuff. It's hard to explain. I just like mess around with this program until you get like interesting effects and then try to figure out how to reproduce them. But yeah, like what you see, what I post on Twitter is like culled from, you know, what my favorite ones are basically. But you know, most of the output of this program will not be as interesting as that. It's like doing any kind of glitching. Oh, that looks pretty cool actually. And then you get all these little squares, little complicated shapes. And yeah, the darkening brush is always the secret weapon because it adds a lot of depth to the image. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking pretty good right now. I'm saving a lot of these. We'll see what develops out of this, if anything, but it's pretty cool right now. Yeah, this looks cool. Yeah, I might post this one. Depends on what comes out, of course. I've been doing them less often lately, so oftentimes things that you will see will have been made in a span of like a day or whatever, and I'll post that over like a week or so. It depends on what comes out of it. I just ruined it, but that's alright. I can go back. Sometimes, depends on whether the program feels like it, basically. You can only undo like for a certain window of time. And I have the sound off, so I can't really hear that. The sound gets annoying in this game after a while. No offense. I like the sound in this game. It's just, after using this program for a year, I kind of want to do something else. Yeah, not too many drop frames. Okay, that's good. It's hard to tell because my connection might not be the best, because it buffers a lot. Could also be because I'm streaming, although I doubt it. Anyway, whatever, I can always move it down from 720p if people are having buffering issues. Because that'll probably make it better. And I don't really need 720p for this program at all. Boring waves. I don't like the boring waves. They're cool after a while, or they're cool for a while, but after a while they get plain. Oh, this is cool. I always like the little squares. You get a lot of interesting shapes there. Reveal hidden depths. Hey, Purple Chair and Jodadiah and Bleak, and everyone else too. Looks like there are 12 people, so that's cool. That's more than I expected. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. Probably half an hour to an hour. I don't usually do like super long sessions of this, but we'll see. Oh, slimy looking. That's cool. Yeah, I like this. Wow. Let's mess around with the colors a little bit and see what we get. Oh yeah, yeah. I know I lost some of the color depth there. Increase the stakes. Yeah, now it's like more broken up and kind of just generally glitchy looking. That's like what the darkening button does. It'll kind of, especially the bigger that you have it, it'll kind of like just mess with the image, and the more that you use that with like the M key, it'll kind of degrade what's ever there. So sometimes that can be an effect you want to achieve, and sometimes it can just like fuck up the image. It really depends. I mean, if you want to fuck up the image, then I guess it's good. Visualizer. Yeah, sorry, I always get really self-conscious when I'm doing these things. I'm not really used to it. Maybe I just do it a lot so I can get used to it. Feel free to talk about whatever in the chat as long as it's not abusive, because then I will ban you. But you all should probably know that already. I can't imagine that I'm like popular enough to attract the shitty people, but you know, I can always be surprised. Yeah, one thing that I try to aim for with this program, as I'm like totally fucking up this, is like, there's like kind of a natural thing that the images in this program look like, which is pretty beautiful and, you know, it's pretty cool. But once you get used to seeing that like kind of thing, you want to be able to like control the details a little bit more. And I'm not like a very skilled visual artist in other ways, and I don't want to like try to hack things after the fact, although you can certainly do that. You can certainly use this as like raw material if you're like an artist who's good. But so I try to like, you know, manipulate the program in a way that I can get more interesting and unpredictable results, and it's a very, you know, unpredictable process doing that, and I'm not necessarily successful a lot of the time, which is why, you know, when I'm selling like prints and stuff, I'm trying to just pick the, the absolute cream of the crop, because I know that there's just going to be a lot of stuff that's like not as interesting, and that's just like the nature of doing this, and that you just kind of have to keep doing them in order to get things that are more interesting. Otherwise, you won't get anything at all. It's easy to get impatient, and then like I don't get like very many interesting results from that, and that's always frustrating. I love doing this. I have like dull colors. Once again, this is the Sounds from the Abyss mixtape that's playing in the background. It's video game music that was part of the blog that I was running for a while. It's called Sounds from the Abyss. I'm hoping to like bring it back. I don't know. I've been depressed and I'm trying to get out of that. But basically the one thing that's been like productive in the last year or so is like this artist stuff. So I'm grateful for that, but I really would like to feel more like looking forward to doing other things as well. Oh, this little happy face that I just ruined. Oh, okay. Maybe I can find it again. No, I'm sure there'll be more happy faces. Little eyes. Weird. Oh. Yeah, and that like weird color stuff kind of went away. Oh, maybe I'll get something else back. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I like the stuff with a lot of little like details that you couldn't make out that isn't just like buzzed out. Oh, okay, I got an interesting thing right here. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay, there we go. Something's happening there. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, the image is kind of degrading, I think. Let's see what we can get out of this. No, it's not what I wanted. Just a little bit of that. Drastic measures. Yeah, those are drastic measures, that's what they look like. Oh well. I got something out of that at least. Not as much as I wanted, but it's alright. This track is by somebody who follows me on Twitter. His name is Format. Oh, I just got that joke. Oh my god. Wow. I feel really lame. It's very silly. When I'd say like problematic at people in person, they'd be like, "Oh, I just got that was a pun." Like, yep. Also, I'm probably the 800th person on Twitter to make a pun involving, probably not even 800, probably like 2,000 person on Twitter to make a pun involving problematic that involves those two words, because I often try to search for my game because I have no life, and a lot of people make jokes about, like, you said something problematic, you should be put in the problematic. I'm like, wow, way to make the same joke that everyone else has made. But it's funny, like, I don't know if you've ever done that, like, searched for a thing on Twitter that, like a, kind of like a joke that's, like, really common, or, like, certain keywords of a joke. Like, if it's somebody who tweets something like a joke that's really popular, go and, like, search for, like, certain keywords and see how many people copy it. It's pretty funny. Yeah, somebody was posting, there was a tweet about, it was about Ferguson, and it was about, Ferguson and, like, I don't know if it was about Steubenville rape trial, or like the one recently about Virginia, was it? Oh, I don't even remember now. And then, you know, it was like, you know, black kid is shot, the unarmed black kid is shot, he like, I don't know, it was just basically like, I retweeted it before, but anyway, this like 8 million different accounts, like, literally took the same tweet and just posted it over and over and over again. It's really weird. Oh, whoa, this is weird. Speaking of weird. Not so weird, Shane. Yeah, this is a sort of effect that doesn't happen super often, so that's cool. It might just end up looking like mush in the end, but we'll see. Mush. Let's get those triangles in the center. I'm normally like listening to like See It or something like super emotive when I'm doing this. It like it helps me, so like listening to video game music is interesting. Not one of those video game freaks. What are you talking about? I zoom in a lot, like I use the zooming in. Somebody who was saying that in the chat. That is something that I do. It is the easiest way to get like very complex sort of images. It's sort of like Infinite Sketchpad. I don't know if you've ever seen that program. I think it's for iPad. You can just keep zooming in and zooming in. It's a really cool program. But this is sort of like that, honestly. You can just keep zooming in with artists until like the image goes blank. This is kind of cool right here. I like this line in the middle. So let's like do stuff with that maybe. Or maybe it's completely like you failed more than anything else with this program. Okay, let's do something different, just for the sake of doing something different. of looks like a person. I don't know. I always see different things than other people see. And there's like a weird black star sun. I don't know. That's just what I see. Well, that, like, kind of destroyed one thing, but it added another cool thing, so it's not terrible. That's the secret artist combo that Michael Bro himself taught me. O-E-L. Only works sometimes. That's what that is. O turns things white, E turns them red, and L turns them black. Or L turns them black when things already turned red. I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand how it works, honestly. Doing my favorite thing. And everyone has their own kind of styles with this program if they use it for any real substantial period of time. I kind of like, I always feel like I'm gonna run out and there isn't gonna be anything interesting left, and you just have to be open to these things. Easy to just give up and be like, but I don't know, you never know when you can get something else that's really cool and that'll, make you feel differently. I don't know. It's a pretty unintellectual process, honestly. I guess the most intellectual process is deciding what actually to post. If you do a lot of, like, stuff with it. Yes, that was System Shock music for the Putin machine. God, I forget how to pronounce that. This should be the Smash Brothers level editor. Excellent. Yeah, maybe one day we can hope for that. There is a program by my friend Lauren Schmidt on Twitter. It's called Merger Simulator. It's just like a local multiplayer game that he made forever ago and still hasn't released, but there's a level editor that is just like, it's just like you export an image and then color code it in a certain ways, and that's how you make levels. I just thought that was cool. A cool idea. Hopefully he'll release that eventually. This track is from, what is it called? Moon Remix RPG Adventure. It's like a weird PS1 game. It has a very interesting soundtrack. Someone on Select Button was like obsessed with this soundtrack. Just like pure devotion to the soundtrack. There's one thing that Select Button is good for. Oh, I shouldn't say that in front of people who are on Select Button. No. There are some cool people on Select Button. I won't trash talk. It's just like time has kind of left it where it is. We'll just say that. I remember when I wrote this like review of Hotline Miami, and like I can't remember exactly what it was saying. It was like well, I use this word, which I am going to an effort not to use, but I used like the phrase "stupid games," and I said that like, which, you know, obviously I would pick a different word now. This was a couple of years ago, but I guess the idea was that it was like calling people out for, you know, being really into these games that, like, you know, have like one or two interesting design things about them, but like still communicate all these like really crappy, like, you know, still hyper masculine, hyper violent like narratives. And I was like, made a post and I was like, I'm calling you out for all this like smart talk about these games. I'm like, what are you talking about? Not a very popular sentiment on that particular forum, although you see it a lot more now. Just because it's like, I don't know, you like, it's like movies like Goodfellas or something like that. I don't even know if that's the best example. I don't know, stuff like gangster movies that are really like, aren't really like adding anything to that whole, you know, commentary, and are kind of like glorifying this violence, but have like some interesting like mechanical things in them. And that's what like, and a lot of people still go crazy over stuff like that. Mostly dudes, mostly white dudes. Well, we'll just say dudes, but often white dudes. But yeah, I don't know. Having political discussions. We're trying to escape well, not escape, but just relax for a moment, I guess. That's all that one can hope for. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, so I'll just be quiet and work on words. I'm trying to like have some sort of banter just to make this like slightly more entertaining or conversational. If you'd like. I'm not really used to doing streams though. It's really easy to get like sucked into a certain type of commentary if you do these things, and just get like really weird and self-indulgent. So I'm always really afraid of that I'll just like start saying really weird random shit. This track is it's from, what's the name of the game? I think the game was like, oh yeah, it was called The Stickman Is Back. This game was never released. It's like a Genesis game, but this is by Yuzo Koshiro, who did the music for like the main composer for the Streets of Rage games. I remember when I used to have a radio show on like college radio, and I was like a little kind of an angry kid, and I would just say like random stuff, and I'd like swear on the air, which was really bad. I didn't get in trouble for it, thankfully. I think like the main time that I did it was when I had a show at like 5 a.m. so no one cared. Still like, I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I think it like, Yeah, people were like, don't swear on the air, and I was like, make me, shithead. Rebellious teenager. Watching too much stand-up comedy, that was my problem. Too much Bill Hicks. I'm gonna turn into a chemtrails person. I still don't know what chemtrails is. I should look that up. Yeah, I've been really depressed the past couple, well, not just the past couple days, really, realistically for a while, and I've had the idea of streaming this for a while, so it seemed like a decent enough time to do it and see if it actually works. And it seems like I've gotten very few drop frames and stuff, so I'm happy with that. I think it might just have been what I was connected to, so I might try to do Wolfenstein stream some point. In the next week or so, just to feel like I'm doing something. And, you know, this is always, doing great artist stuff is always good, because then I have more fodder to post, and, you know, if people really, really like something, then it's like a good indication that, you know, maybe I should make a print of it or something. Usually I have, like, my own ones that I really like, and they don't necessarily correspond with what other people really like. I noticed that Indiecade, like the bright pixely ones are the ones that got like the most sold, like the most copies right away. Which I guess is not too surprising, but I'm like selling them at like a Zine Fest thing that's going to be in another week or two. East Bay Zine Fest. I think it'll be on the 6th. Yeah, the 6th of December. And I'm wondering if different things will sell there versus, you know, at the like indie video game convention where I like bright pixel art. Maybe just people were confused and they want the brighter things because they look the most video gamey. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of think different things might be popular in different contexts. Like things that'll be really popular on Twitter won't be very popular on Tumblr, and vice versa. I mean, comparatively, I still don't have like crazy followers, but I had something that had like, I forget how many reblogs, like almost 1,000 reblogs, which is way more than anything else that I've had. It was like a pretty good one, but it wasn't anything like too out of the ordinary for things that I've done. I think it was just, you know, it happened to be reblogged by the right person. Okay, well thank you for explaining chemtrails, people in the chat. I appreciate that. Saves me the effort. I mean, I might still look it up. I have a roommate he's a very cool guy, but he does believe in some conspiracy theories that, which are questionable, we'll say. But, oh crap. But, I don't think he believes in that one. And thankfully he's not a gamergator. I shouldn't say that out loud. I don't think he's here right now, but you never know. Oh, I like this track. This is, the name of this composer is Alberto Gonzalez, which is like, if if you remember, was like the Attorney General under Bush for a while, but obviously not the same person. This is from the Smurfs, which I don't know if it has a release in the US. Maybe it does. But yeah, this track is a classic. It's really good, but it's from a really random, obscure game. That always like upsets me, the idea that, you know, someone might write this great piece of music that's stuck in like, you know, this horrible licensed game, but it happens. I mean, that's like the popularity of Tim Follin, who's like a old composer, composed for a bunch of different systems, but like often really crappy licensed games, especially for the NES. That Silver Surfer game, Treasure Master, that wasn't a licensed game though. I don't know, it's like a weird little blip subworld thing, but it's interesting to see where that stuff like crops up in other worlds. People are gonna start sampling Tim Follin or whatever. He's a little harder to sample, so people, I mean, but like, you know, there's a lot of sampling like RPG music and stuff like that going on already. And rightfully so, because like a lot of RPG music is really good and a lot better than what's actually in the game. Someone said that they followed me because they got me confused with Elizabeth Simmons. I've never met her. That's funny though. There are a lot. There are several Elizabeths. There's her and what's her name, Elizabeth Sampat, who I have actually met. Maybe I have met Elizabeth Simmons actually. I don't remember it honestly. That's like really sad that I don't remember these things. There are, like, I was talking to a friend and, like, I don't advertise as much of, you know, some of the things that I do, so, like, there were some things, like, I used to be on this site, OC Remix, and, like, he was saying, like, yeah, I really like this one that was, like, an Earthbound remix, and I was like, wait, what did it sound like? And he's like, oh, it was, like, really, like, quiet, and then it got, like, really loud, and it was, like, really, like, crazy drums, and I was like, yeah, I think I made that. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I made, and I played it to him, he's like, oh, whoa, yeah, that is, it's, like, something I did in 2005, 2006, I did it in 2005, but yeah, like, that's, like, 9 years old. That was really weird and funny. If you're on the internet for a while and you don't like if you do a variety of different things, it's interesting to see things from like one life pop up in another, like little sub-existence. This game has really interesting sounding music. It's called, what is it, Seventh Saga. It's just like very limited instruments, but I like the sound of it a lot. It has several different, like the exploring the world sort of music are all good. I guess this is the one that I picked for the mixtape, but I also sampled another brief part of it, another track from this game on like one of my things that's on my SoundCloud. Not one of my better tracks, really. I need to be making more music, honestly. I guess Ian Snyder is watching too. He does a lot of great artist stuff as well. I don't think it's a. I guess yeah. There was an argument. I won't say in too much about it, but like there was a big debate. I won't say argument. There was a big debate in the IGF judging thing about this game. And Ian wrote this really long post that hopefully he'll publish as an essay. But you know, people are like, well, this is not a game. We were trying to argue that it kind of was a game, although I don't even, it doesn't even really matter. It's such an old argument. Well, actually, yeah, the person who's like, well, I'm not trying to say that this is not a game, because it's like, I guess you realize that it was like such a made fun of phrase, like saying something is not a game at this point, that he couldn't get away with just saying that. So it was like, I don't know. I won't discuss any more of it, but Ian wrote a really good thing about it, and he does make stuff with great artists. Yeah, I found some cool stuff doing IGF judging that hopefully, the stuff that's like, you know, either publicly released or has, you know, public trailers or, you know, they want people to post about. I might make a post on my blog. There's one called Outer Wilds that there's like an open beta of. It's outerwilds.com, and my friend played the open beta a while ago and said it was definitely worth it. It seems to be in a different form now, but yeah, that one's definitely worth checking out. But I like this. Oh, here comes Skate or Die. Die, 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 die. Excellent. I will post the link to this program. I'm sure most people in the chat have seen this program, but in case not, I will. Someone just tweeted at me asking the link. I'll post it in the chat. But yeah, the thing with this program, you want to play it in sketchpad mode, and the buttons on the keyboard all do things, and enter takes a screenshot into the folder, and if you want to save it at a bigger size, you have to like up-res it yourself, or you could just like print screen, because like in this program, this is 640 by 640, and it's blown up though from 128 by 128, so the images that I post are 640 by 640, and if you're like resizing them in an image program, make sure to like turn off any filtering or whatever, so they're just like chunky pixels. So then it'll look like what it actually looks like in this program. There's no like filtering or whatever done. So you don't need to, it's pixel art. arts, everyone. This is like the nastiest sounding synth, just like. Oh, sudden ending. Oh no, this track. I might just skip this track. That's like slightly triggering. Here, this one's nice and relaxed, chill vibes. Oh, this is pretty neat. Well, I just in time too for the chill vibes. Oh yeah, and this has like a guitar sample in it too, I think. Really like kind of seedy sounding guitar. Yeah, there we go. That's a good sample. This game is Last Bible 3. It's a Super Famicom only game. It's a cool, really good soundtrack. I posted the whole soundtrack on YouTube, although it's still not tagged because I was lazy. I apologize. You can find it on like snesmusic.org too, and like if you have the right thing to play the SPC/RSN format. I don't know if that sounds like a bunch of nonsense. Just like search for Last Bible 3 soundtrack on YouTube. There's a weird bug with this program that I've got before, and I just like recreated when I was testing out stuff. So I wonder if I can get it again. I think I know how to get it, but I don't want to mess up the program too bad where I have to restart, so. But I discovered it fairly recently on accident, and then I repeated it again. While I was like testing it out to see if it worked on the stream. I had to like mess with some things to make sure this window like fits the screen, but I guess that's what you do. I'll post the link to the Last Bible 3 soundtrack. Go. Adventures in video game music. I wanted to do something that was like entirely sampled out of video game music, like a whole album that's just like from video game samples taken from video game music. I think that would be cool, but I don't know. It'd be a thing to think about. I think like conceptual ideas like that are fun, but I tend to like to have other ideas about like what the mood will be like and what something's about, rather than just it being like kind of like high concept technical thing. But it's fun to try that stuff as well, and like it gives you some sort of creative direction. So I like this part of the song. Sorry, I had to go silent at that part because I liked it. It might seem like I know what I'm doing with this program. I don't really know that I am. I just do things really fast, so it might look like it. Might look like I'm getting exactly what I want. But in actuality, I have no idea what I want. Triangles. Triangle Man. I had like a thing where I sampled this part, but I didn't do anything with it because it never really went anywhere. Oh yeah, MIDI guitar time, and orchestra hits, and like really discordant phrases, musical phrases. '20th century composition in MIDI form, MIDI guitar form. Actually, this the name of this game is Faceball 2000, which the original version is called MIDI Maze. Oh, weird musical change that happens for no reason. I might move my computer a little bit, sorry. So I don't have to crane my neck. I don't have a great sitting position here. I have like a nice desk chair, but I was worried that it was fucking up my back. I mean, there are other things that are probably contributing to stress. But yeah. Let's do the thing that I always do. Too much shit. Too many cooks in the kitchen for me. Okay. Beep boop boom. I might like, I could probably get away with playing like, mixtapes that you can find online for free. I don't know what the... I know that like you can play whatever essentially if I don't actually archive the videos, but I would like to. I don't know. I don't want to get too adventurous with that kind of stuff. And I'd also like to find music that is like by people that I know or obscure and isn't gonna like, you know, trip up the Twitch's copyright stuff. Sometimes, so I will say that sometimes if I like the image but I feel like it's better flipped one way or the other, I will flip it, you know, afterwards. But that is like the only thing that I do. I don't do any like post changing around the images when I post them on Twitter, so sometimes they are flipped, yes. I feel like that's appropriate because you can do that like in like Windows Photo Viewer. And like, you know, the images are squares also, so like if I make a print, you know, someone's gonna hang it up the way that they want to hang it up anyway. Player Baseball 2000, the Game Boy version, apparently had a 16-player multiplayer. How does that... I wonder if that ever happened in like the history of that game. Even with like Tetris, it was hard for me to find a friend to play like 2-player multiplayer with. On those Game Boy multiplayer things. Why would you even add that feature, 16-player multiplayer? I guess it's like wishful thinking. Or maybe it's like a practical joke or something. Like they knew how ridiculous the whole thing was. So they're like, well, we might as well just add support for 16 players. Hopefully this music is helping you get in the zone for this great session of art making, manipulating, whatever. I posted like some of this art on a Facebook like glitch art group, and people were just like not too into it because it isn't like really traditionally glitch art, I guess. Or at least not what people think of. It's like, oh, well, you didn't like data bend something. You just used a program to make weird pixely lines. I don't know. But like this makes stuff that is really like weird and beautiful and organic looking. Which is almost more valuable to me. Well, no, it is more valuable to me my roommate comes home at some point, and she wants like some amount of not talking on the street constantly, then I might just mute my audio, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm gonna tweet the link to the stream again. Sorry. 1 second. This is like a little bit of that kind of like exotification, cultural appropriation thing going on in there, but I really like this tune at the same time, so I don't know. It's always complicated, with music especially. There's like really awesome music that is also really appropriative. I guess you have to just take what's good about it and not ignore the bad parts either. Jet Set Willie. What's the name of this tune? By Rob Hubbard, famous composer, game composer. No, that's not the chemtrail roommate. Also, he does not believe in chemtrails, as far as I know. They're asking if my roommate believes in chemtrails. Whoa. As I said before, like, you kind of have to just go with this program and not have too many set things in mind. It's really easy to just basically reset the image or find something that you like without restarting the program. So it's best to just do that. Because you can move faster. I mean, not that moving fast is always, you know, you don't have to move fast. There's no requirement that says you have to move fast. I just get really impatient real easily. Now everything's all weird and ruin everything. There's always like certain color combinations that end up coming up that I like better than other ones. I guess this is just how this program works. They're just always, I feel like it always happens to be the same. Yeah, the V key is tempting. That's the V key. I don't use it a lot, but because you can get weird shapes without using the V key, and sometimes it just stops working, and it's kind of unpredictable. It's not too bad though. It's a pretty cool key. I mean, I'm glad that it's in the program. It's just not one of those things that's as useful as other things. Like the M key is really the most useful. And the color changing one, J. This is a game in the way that, like, you know, very specific strategies have to be adopted. And the results are still kind of unpredictable. Well, they are very unpredictable, really. It's all, it's all random. That's one of the interesting things about, like, watching speedruns. Like Doom speedrunning has been a thing for a really long time, and if you look at like other games that have like speedrunning, like it'll be fully optimized in that like you know, a person can just like run through the level and never get stuck on an enemy or stuck on something. And I was like looking at the world record like that was just recently broken speedrun for Doom, and there's like multiple little mistakes that he makes, but Doom is like so random as far as the enemy behavior that like there are probably so many like lucky breaks that he got in order to do it, and so many like glitches that have to happen like really quickly that are unpredictable. So like even something that's been speedrun since the beginning like still has all these like little things that are so unpredictable that you'll just never like be able to. Well, you might be able theoretically to, but no one has anyway. This game is called The Fury of the Furries, which is funny to me. Angry furries. I don't think that's what they were thinking of this game, but... Almost all the furries that I know, by the way, are nice, very nice people. I don't want to give off that impression. Except for this one really weird furry landlord that I had. He wasn't necessarily a mean person, he was just weird. Not weird in like, well, I guess he was kind of creepy, but not creepy in the like way that people portray stuff like that being creepy. He was just creepy in the like kind of entitled cis male way. Hope he's not listening to the stream. Every once in a while I'll get an email from him or something. He's certainly not the most bad person or whatever. I have a lot of different people who I like think are like not in my life anymore, and then they reappear at some point in some small way. And sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's not a good thing. Oh, this is a Tim Fallon tune, by the way. Pix Eraser. This is sort of like a bizarre version of Kid Pix, huh? Oh, I like this tune a lot, even though it is another one of those, like, cultural appropriation-y ones. I don't know. Slightly more debatable as far as the tune goes, but as far as, like, this part in the game, it's pretty bad. The, like, fake Chinese accent. It's a really cool area in the game as far as how it's designed, too. Kind of unfortunate. This game is still a lot better than Deus Ex Human Revolution, though. Yeah, the voice acting in this game is pretty something else. I don't know. It's weird to look back at it. This game, like, I bought it, I'm not sure when I bought it, but I remember playing it, like, I was on, like, this soccer team, and it was awful, and, like, we had, like, an ex-military, ex-marine who was, like, the coach, and there was just, like, constant, like, training and stuff, and it was just, like, I, like, hardly, never got to play, because I'm just, like, a weakling compared to other people. I don't know. I'm not good at taking orders either. I was okay with swimming, though. But, yeah, so I spent the whole summer, like, doing that, and then decided to quit, and my parents, like, really fought against me for deciding to quit the soccer team, like it was, like, the end of the world. And I just decided to quit, so I had, like, 2 weeks left of the summer, and I just played Deus Ex and, like, watched TV, and it was the best. It was very well earned. Of course, it was, like, that was, like, a few weeks before September 11th happened, so that was weird. But, yeah, those 2 weeks were good. But I think that's the first time that I played this game. I'm not positive with that. It's like in 2001, or Deus Ex. Now we're listening to what is this from? Oh, this is from like a really weird, obscure Amiga game. I like this tune specifically because of a part that's like 2 minutes into this. Yeah, some of the stuff that I posted on the Sounds from the Abyss blog was like, I posted specifically because there's like one section of it that I really like. And like even talking in the stream is kind of exhausting for me, I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it. If I have a setup that's like more comfortable and I feel like, I don't know, we'll see. Sorry that the mic is so bad and you hear so much keyboard noise. I don't know what to do about that. Other than get a microphone stand, I guess. Because I do have a nice microphone. Or a pretty reasonable microphone. Oh yeah, this is the section I like. Alright, I'm starting to get bored. Let me try to do some other things. This. Oh, that's just that. I don't like that. Yeah, a lot of these other ones are not very useful. This one's kind of cool. Always do that. Oh, that's a weird, like, ending to the next song. This was on, like, I used to watch Angry Video Game Nerd, I'm gonna have to admit, and, like, he has a video about this game. It's called Bram Stoker's Dracula for NES, and he was like, it's like, this tune is like scrambled 8-bit mess, and I was like, yeah, well, that's good though. It's actually interesting, rather than like, dude has no taste. Just like indicative of like nerd tastes in general. Someone's like actually using the sound chip interestingly. Interesting. And fucking 8-bit nerd, whatever dude, rags on them for it. It's okay though, this guy's like a fairly famous game composer. He's not hurting. Well, yeah, if you want to, if you're interested in seeing more of this like artist streaming, and you know other people who are, let them know and let me know, and I'll try to, schedule times to do this. I have some time to do it. I would like to do other things like IGF judging in the last week that I have to do that. And like, I would like to write an article for my blog before the end of the month, so I feel like I actually did something for my Patreon. But maybe this could be part of it. Because I do depend on my Patreon money for my ability to pay rent. Thankfully the rent is cheap here, although there are other problems living here. Oh yeah, this is from, I'm always worried that this might be picked up with the copyright thing or whatever. I don't know. This is from Zelda 64. I think this sample was cut out of like, I'm gonna switch it though, just in case. I don't think this will be any different because it's another Nintendo game. Well, whatever, I like this track, so. Weird bone looking thing. That bone thing. It's always like a little bit difficult to center things. Oh yeah, I missed like a lot of the details of that bone thing when I was in it. Oh well. I can always do this too. Oh, and then just like no definition of the image. I'm always partial to these like squares. Is that Mario Paint music? Oh yes, yes it is Mario Paint music. And I am painting. Sort of. Let's look at some of this stuff that I have right now. Let's change the thing over to. I'm gonna change the capture over for a second. Okay, let's see if I can center this. Okay. And let's change it to... okay, that's a little better. You still see like the Windows Photo Viewer stuff, but whatever. Okay, so this is like older stuff from... let's see, it doesn't say, but this is from the beginning of October. So you can see what the raw folder looks like. Just gonna like. Oh, I'll probably have to change the window over. Let me open a new one for a second. yeah, every once in a while I like to take a break so I can actually see what's, coming out of it. It's good to have like a nice little perspective. So I started this about an hour ago. There hasn't been like tons that I've been super into, but we'll see what we get. We'll see what came out of this for the time being. So let me switch this over. Oh wait, what? Is that? I might have to. Okay, this is. Sorry. It's 6. I want that. Maybe if I exit this other one. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this was the very beginning of when I started doing this stream. So let's look through. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like this one. I might post this in some form. Yeah, this one's pretty neat. Yeah, I like that one. I don't know which one. Choosing which one to pick is always difficult. It's pretty cool too. Yeah, I like that one, but it never really went as far as it could have gone. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are just not super great, but maybe there's a few other ones that I like. At least not super great for like what my expectations are using this program, but that one was kind of neat. I like perceptible shapes and things, like the image has an idea or something, or at least it seems to have one going on. Those are always the ones that I like the most. This is pretty neat. I like this one. I like ones with good like color contrast going on. Sorry if I'm going through these a little fast. Oh, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. Chip 91. Okay. Ah, yes, this tune. Yeah, I am going through these rather fast, I apologize. I'm looking at the stream right now and it's just like Seizureville. I have to keep resizing them up because like the default size is this. When people try to describe the images, I never have any idea because they just look so interchangeable for me. I'm sorry. I'll try to look back for it though. Once I get through these, I'll go back and stare at my favorite ones for a little longer. Oh, yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Yeah, it's a little bit unique. Like that version or that version of it, maybe. Oh, this is the same composer as that other one that I said was a little bit like... Okay, yeah, now we're to my, like, these are ones that I already have saved. I've already posted these on my Tumblr. You might have seen some of these before. But yeah, just so you get a look. You can see like I tend to like try to pick the ones that are like a little bit more exceptional or look like, not all of these are necessarily the best but yeah, I try to pick ones that look different from each other or distinctive. I'm not always the best at picking and choosing, and it's also developed over time. Okay, let's go back now. Let me try to find the one that Chip91 was talking about. Oh, okay, I went back too far. These are some other ones. I posted this one recently. Okay. Squared pattern circle review. Oh, it's probably this? Maybe not. The other one that I was thinking of was this one. Hello, I'm doing, I'm looking over the stuff that I've made a great artist in the last hour and trying to decide which ones to post. I'll probably do that tomorrow, but I want to like at least have some idea. Yeah, everyone has different weaknesses as far as this program goes. I like this one. I might mess around. Let's do another like 10 minutes or so with artist, and then I'll probably call it a day. Wait, where are we? Come on, window capture. Wait, what's this? No, I don't want you to do that. It's being difficult and not picking up this. Let me exit the artist window and try to open it again. Streaming, it's always a work in progress. Alright, let's see. Oh, I got the interesting default image too. What? Come on. There we go. Oh, it's all stretched over to the side. I was having this problem earlier. Reset cropping. No. Listen to this very non-unsettling music. Reset size. Oh, it's all over on the right side. Oh, you can see me mess with the program here. Yeah, look at that. Weirdness. Yeah, I like this default image also. Yeah. Oh boy, having fun. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now you saw the struggles of me messing with this earlier. You know, my true struggles. Okay. Oh, now Lua thing isn't showing up anymore. Wonderful. Okay. Well, forget it. This is deciding to be difficult. We can look through a few other things, though, before calling it a day. This is some older stuff. Yes, I'm really good at playing Windows Photo Viewer, I don't know if you've noticed. It's a really hard game. Sometimes I like to flip... I posted this one earlier. Sometimes I like to flip stuff. Yeah, I posted some of these. I should have posted... because I posted... what was it? Like, this one. And I should have posted, like, a different version, like one of these, maybe. I don't know. It's always hard to decide. I guess it doesn't matter that much. I've done so many of these that it's like, you know, they do kind of blur together. Once I save something, though, it definitely becomes more special. Like, I saved, what was it? This one. Lavender Town. Weird version of Lavender Town. I have to wait until this Lavender Town thing is over, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I might post this one. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, at least I have a few things to post tomorrow anyway, but you saw me make them. If I, like, get bored or unsettled later, I might make more too. I don't know if I'll stream it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I might call it a night. As that, like, loud noise comes in. I think it's as good of a time as any. Now that we're in Scaryville, go to bed with nightmares. Don't worry, I'll play something less scary for a second. Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess I will call it a night. Thank you for tuning in, I appreciate it. Hopefully I can stream more great artists. And I'm glad that some of you seem to enjoy it. Yeah, I might try to do more, Wolfenstein and Doom streaming too. That would be nice. I always feel really self-conscious about, like, the process, you know, streaming it. But yeah, anyway, I hope everyone has a good night, and I might do this tomorrow afternoon sometime, late afternoon, early evening or something, so stay tuned for that, and I hope this was a pleasant enough distraction. Okay, goodbye.